Yep.
Unmute. Okay, now it's unmuted.
Well, good morning, beloved community. It's great to be all together again. I'm sure more people will be filing in as the morning progresses. For those of you who maybe don't know, I think all of you know, my name is Gitanjali Rivera, and we're here to create a meditative state as we welcome in our celebration service. So one of the things that I know I'm focusing on is being the light that the world so needs. We always need that, and right now I think it's going to be really important to be that. So we're going to use those words, let your light shine on. Let actual light come shining. So we will send that out, and then we will use a sacred phrase in Arabic, which says La ilaha illallahu, which means that nothing exists out of the beingness that some of us call God, some of us call the infinite intelligence, some of us call the universe, but nothing exists outside of that. So we'll be singing both these parts for you, and then we'll sing them together. We'll merge them together. So you can sing whichever part you like, or you can just allow the sound to wash over you. But we do love it when you sing with us. So let your light shine on. Let your light shine on, let your light shine on, let your light shine on, let actual light come shining, let your light shine on, let your light shine on, let your light shine on, let actual light come shining. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. Let actual light come shining. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let actual light come shining. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let actual light come shining. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. Let actual light come shining. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let actual light come shining. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let actual light come shining. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha shine on. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let actual light come shining. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let your light shine on. Let actual light come shining. Breathe in that light and breathe it out in all directions. Breathe it in like the fire of creativity, the fire of your desire for the world that works for everyone, and transform that into light and send that out in all directions. One more time, breathing in, stoking the inner fire, transforming it into light, and letting it all radiate out. And keep doing that till your very last breath. Mm-hmm. Well, beloveds, again, my name is Gitanjali Lori Rivera. My pronouns are she and her. My people come from Puerto Rico and from the British Isles. We're joined on stage today, by our beloved friend Lauren Dechtenberg on piano and on vocals. We have next to me our lovely Valerie Byrne on vocals. And we have our very special guest, our musical muse this morning is our dear friend Beth Freewoman. So we're gonna have a fabulous celebration service for you today. And we ask this question today and every day: how can I serve today? Please feel free to get up, move around, sing, and celebrate together as we sing. Here we go, how can I serve today? Sweet Spirit, how can I serve today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Yeah. Who needs my love today? Who does it? Who needs my love today? Sweet Spirit, who needs my love today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Yeah, I will go. Who can I be today? Who can I be today? Sweet Spirit, who can I be today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Good Lord, show us who you can be today. Here we go. How can I serve? Yes. And go around the room, share your love with our beloved community. Say hello. Say hello to all the people on all the lovely devices. And yay.
So yeah, because we're making the PA, you may need to move that slider some.
Okay.
So it's running really low.
Okay, Melanie gave us a text that the sound sounds really good today. So we're good, off to a good start. I have a quick question. When she sings, she was when they were singing.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you all hear me? Is this mic working? Yay! A happy Sunday and a warm welcome, everyone, to CSL Santa Cruz's Sunday celebration service here at the 418 Project. We'll start off by speaking out loud our mission, purpose, and vision statement. If you know it by heart, please say it along with me. Those of you joining us on our live broadcast, you should already see it on your screen. Please take a breath. Our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Our vision is a world that works for everyone and all life on earth. We are a community dedicated to possibility. My name is Molly. My pronouns are she and her, and my people come from Russia and Germany. And I am the open mic MC, and our first open mic will be held on February 15th, and more details to follow. Before we celebrate, we want to acknowledge the people who came before us on this land on which we gather. Feel the ground beneath your feet and feel this is holy ground, realizing and remembering that the earth is sacred and all land is holy land. So we begin our morning by acknowledging that the land in which we gather is the unceded territory of the Azwaz speaking Yupi tribe, the Ama Mutsun tribal band. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor the ancestral and current struggle of the original people of this land. Take a breath. We extend a very special welcome to our friends and family joining us virtually today on YouTube and Facebook. We'd love to hear from you, so please leave a message in the chat and tell us where you're joining from. If you're joining us here in person or online for the first time, thank you so much for tuning in. We are so delighted you chose to join us this morning. And we have a delightful celebration planned for you. Practitioner Sky Leona will be guiding our spiritual practice this morning, and practitioner Topher Steele is holding us in prayer throughout today's service. And today's message will be delivered by our beloved Reverend Elisha Christopher. Stick around after service and join us for our community potluck and social hour. And thank you everyone with last names M through R for bringing food. And take note, next week there will be no potluck, unfortunately, as there's another event happening here at 418 that morning. But Dances of Universal Peace will continue as planned at 1 p.m. We are so excited to announce that I, Molly Salins, is offering another day of the Family Constellation Workshop this coming Saturday. There is still room to sign up. This is a shamanic dive into the soul of your family, where we look at unconscious, unwanted soul agreements and shift them into a brand new consciousness that will propel you forward into the dreams you were trying to manifest. It's an incredible workshop. So, I'll just plug this in for those. CSL needs so much money, and can you bring $5,000, $10,000, $20,000? For all of us who don't have that, if you can contribute this small amount to the constellation work, because every penny is going to CSL, as a collective, we can hand them a large sum of money. So this has layers of benefit to it. And there is so much more to update you on. See me after, I'll be at lunch, and there's a few people here who have attended, and I'll point them out, and you can go talk with them about their experiences. Okay, there is so much more to update you on, so please check your e-news. If you aren't already signed up at our info booth, if you aren't already, sign up at our info booth on our website. Each week you'll receive 2 newsletters, our Wisdom Wednesday newsletter and today's community bulletin, which will keep you inspired throughout the week and give you our latest scoop on when and where to find classes, events, and offerings. You can also visit our website at cslsantacruz.org to learn more about us, stay up to date on important messages, watch previous talks, and more. And practitioners and ministers are available for prayer after service. Whether you have a heavy heart, something to celebrate, or just want to receive, it is their honor to pray with you. You can send prayer requests by email to prayer@cslsantacruz.org. And it takes a village. Oh, let's see. Is this for Topher? Is Topher coming up? No. I'm inviting Topher up for a moment. Oh, no, wait. Am I?
Carry on.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I am Topher Steele. I am one of your practitioners. You're welcome. I go by he or him. My family comes from the magic island of Ireland and England, the UK. We've got a few things here for your assistance. Please raise your hand if you can help or assist us. As you know, we are here at 8:30 in the morning, and Susan really could use some extra help, just 1 to 2 people, just to help her get her equipment from her car out into here. As you know, it does take a village. Village people, yay. Which I'm a part of. So we could use all of your help, so please come and see either Susan or myself so that we can get your information, so that we can help her get facilitated and set up in the morning. Also, we're also asking that in the afternoon, when you are done out socializing, that you grab your chair and help us put those away, as it does take about a half an hour. There's 50 chairs out there. I run as fast as I can, and I could certainly use your help, as well as 8:30 in the morning to put everything together. Does take, again, that same village, and I could use at least 2 or 3. So those that can help, we would love to have you come out and be a part of our group in the morning. We're trying to figure out a name, not sure yet, but maybe it'll be the Cleaners or something. But we would love to have you be there. All right, thank you so much, and please meet us out at the lobby for that. I am bringing, well, I know it's Amron, but I wanted to give you, good morning, Amron.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Lauren. Get on board. Join the train. Join the love train. That's what I'm here to talk to you about. So I am heading up a little fundraiser, and it's called the Get On Board Challenge. And I'm just going to give you a little example. So I am a certified massage practitioner for 25 years. I am going to offer to our community 10 massages at a discounted rate of $100 for a full body massage in your home. And I am going to give $50 of every massage to the center. So that'll be $500 that I'll be donating. So here's the challenge. What do you have that you can make something similar happen? Do you have a profession Are you a painter? Maybe you're an artist and you have paintings. Maybe you don't have a profession at all. Maybe you're retired and you're kind of bored. Maybe you could offer rides or make a meal and share that with someone and have a fee for it and then give. And this is the beautiful thing. It's so autonomous. You can make it work however it can work for you. It doesn't have to be what I do. It doesn't have to be what the next person does. But this is a way not only for us to raise funds that we really, really need in our center right now as we go through transitions, but it also is an opportunity to have a little networking. I don't have a lot of clients in Santa Cruz. I've been in Monterey all my life. So this is going to give me an opportunity to meet some of you in your homes. So you can reach me at Amron, A-M-R-O-N, at cslsantacruz.org. Talk to me after service. And this is the seed we're planting in that fertile soil of spirit, and see how it moves and what it produces. Okay? Get on board.
And the love train continues. Yes.
And I just wanted to say, this lady was part of the inspiration because she's donating all of her professional services for Constellation, and that's what sparked the idea in my mind. Thank you, Molly.
Yes, keeps going. Okay, so now I have a poem that I wrote right after Election Day. And because it's Martin Luther King Day and happens to be the inauguration day at the same time, I thought this would be a really good poem to rival up that Lovejoy. And it's called, There Is Nothing Else to Do But Dance Like a Wild Woman, Sing Full Throttle, Become that misty-eyed mystic who understands nothing but how to howl like a mad wolf, close as a kiss. The yowling and dancing are as sensual and sweaty and pungent as fresh horse manure in a field of prickly roses. Let the stink and sting of compost compose the composites beneath your skin. No thought to winning or losing or carrying or closing or opening. Just be a crazy heart beating to the despair and ecstasy of all that is fragmented, fragile, and broken. Let your very steps stomp and twirl these pieces into something new and whole and strong and fluid, a solid ground, sounding and scenting the wonder of roses and new soil and breathable air. Take the depths of your own fractured madness, swirl it into unspoken, moving, spinning fractals of light love spilling through this darkness. Thank you. Yeah. And now I want to invite Sky to the stage.
Thanks, Molly. Wow. I am Sky Leona, and I've been a practitioner here for almost 20 years. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of excited by that idea, that I've stuck with something that long. But I wanted you to know that it was the first words I heard coming here that inspired me, and that for the first time, I heard the languaging that I understood. My language I understood. And I am lost in my own whatever. Okay, I'm going to read these to you, and I want you to close your eyes and hear them as close as you can to your heart. This is an inclusion statement. It is where we want to inspire. We stand with all the centers for spiritual living around the world, grounded in knowing that the teachings of Ernest Holmes speak directly to liberty, equality, equity, inclusion, human rights, compassion, safety, self-determination, and spiritual living. Yes. For that reason, we are unambiguously in support of the lives of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Yes. We are unambiguously in support of gender equity and equality. We are unambiguously in support of LGBTQI plus lives. And we are unambiguously in support of women being sole decision makers about their lives, well-being, dignity, and choices. And now I would like to read our affirmation for our nation. I affirm that the United States and its elected leaders are guided by wisdom, compassion, and integrity in all decisions and actions. I envision a nation where justice and equality prevail and where every voice is heard and respected. I affirm that our leaders are inspired to work together harmoniously for the greater good, fostering unity and understanding among all peoples. And now, I would like you to contemplate this question. If you want, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Opening. What have you been taught that has become a veil, hiding your potential? In this Science of Mind magazine, there's a article, and in it, there's a coaching moment that I wanted to have you guys hear. Get out of your mind-made prison by doing a thought audit. Begin replacing any and all limiting, negative, fearful thoughts or beliefs with positive, construction, life-affirming, life-nurturing alternatives. While this may be simple, it is not easy. Be kind and compassionate with yourselves during this process. And it begins today. And as I close my eyes, centering, becoming very, very clear that I am willing to expand, to evolve, to become the more of me. Because in that, it has happened all my life for these last 8 decades. When that happens, there's an aliveness that I cherish. The willingness to be available. And I know this is true for each one here, dear co-creators. We are that one essence, that one absolute existence. In that absolute existence is the activity of God. In that absolute existence is the ever becoming of all the potential and all the possibility available to each and every one of us. Magical in its potential. I accept for each one of us here that there is courage and compassion and love and a willingness to be available in the face of any change coming our way. I know each and every one of you holds this potential ready for it to blossom. And today's the day. This is it. Each moment pregnant with the next moment of your life. I'm grateful for who and what we are. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Sky. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. That life is your life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is my life. That life is my life. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one.
We're singing about the truth. We are singing and embodying the truth. And this is a song by Jamie Lula, and I'm supported by Val and Lauren. Thank you, God. And there is sing-along potential. Something's calling me. Something's calling me. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Feel like I'm walking on marbles. Can't steal the earth beneath my feet. Is my head in the clouds, my naked legs left dangling. I can feel my heart begin to pound. Everybody sing, something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. You can sing, something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Long dark night, our soul it wanders. We can't see the light that moves we. If God is everything and everywhere that I belong, Spirit gently wakes me from my sleep. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. That's something. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been. Oh Lord, oh Lord, pull me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, I know I'm not the only one to live inside these blues. Oh Lord, I surrender my life to you. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I give my life, I give my love to you. Love is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Please sing with me. Compassion, compassion's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Faith, faith is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Peace is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. How about healing? Healing's calling me deeper than I've ever been before. Wholeness, wholeness, wholeness is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Need a little courage, courage is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Oneness, oneness is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. God is calling me, and I'm grateful like I've never been before. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jamie.
Let's take a breath. Let it go. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. One more breath together. Breathe in. And let go. I'm grateful for that song, Beth. And thank you, Jamie Lula, wherever you are today. Something is calling us deeper than we've ever been before. And I think it's not lost on anyone that there's a dual opportunity to choose where we look tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day. To celebrate, to remember the dream, the work that's been done, the work that's in front of us, right? There is so much to hold in prayer tomorrow. And I do want us all to know that at 4 p.m. our time, there is an interfaith moral mass that's going to be held. It's actually held in Nashville, but it's going to be live streamed with our Centers for Spiritual Living spiritual leader, Reverend Dr. Sonny Contrell Smith, as well as Bishop William Barber Jr.
as well as Bishop Yvette Flunder and a number of others, are going to be holding an interfaith mass tomorrow afternoon, which will be 4 p.m. our time. And it's in our e-news. So if you do want to participate in that, you can check our e-news. The link is there. And that is one way to hold the prayer. Tomorrow is also supposed to be one of the coldest days ever in Washington, D.C. Interesting. I just find it interesting. Because we have a transition in front of us. And I know that that is a thing that many people are feeling. And I want to remind us that one of our core teachings that we hear here over and over and over again is that everything that comes our way is an invitation. Which to me means that everything that comes our way is an invitation. Everything, right? And I know for many people, there is a lot of fear about what is going to be unfolding in this nation and in our community in the unfolding days after tomorrow and for the next 4 years and beyond. And the thing that I want to remind us is that fear hijacks our consciousness. And that there is something calling us a little deeper than we've ever been called before to engage in our spiritual practice, to remain grounded, to remain fully present. Because if we get lost in the what's going to happen tomorrow, next month, next year, down the line, there is so many things we can spend our time becoming afraid of. Or we can focus on what is ours to do, what is mine to do today. What is my practice? What is my prayer? What am I being called to live, to hold, to express, or to become in this moment right now? You know, it's one of the pearls, the gems we get from almost all spiritual traditions is to remain in the present moment. And there's always going to be opportunities for us to fantasize about what could go wrong. And I'm not saying to not think about it, to not go there, to not pay attention. But there's a balancing act, folks, that we all have to begin to engage in. It's how do we rise up and become more powerful, more fierce, more fabulous, more for justice, more for inclusion, more for diversity, more for love, more for compassion than we've ever been before. That's the call, that's the invitation. But also that we maintain our groundedness and our belief in spiritual principle and spiritual truth and the power of spiritual practice and community. Something is calling us deeper than we've ever been before. And so I've been thinking about this week, and that I feel like part of the call for me, my own self, and I'm going to invite you into this yourself, part of the call for me is to really grow ever deeper into my awareness that there is no separation between any one of us. Yeah. No matter how much I want to point the finger at them out there, whoever that might be, we are all one. Right? And so I've realized this morning that there's a character in our world called Donald Trump who is an invitation for me to cultivate compassion in a new way. Yes. That I am going to begin tomorrow, as I have been all along, but again, beginning again tomorrow, I am going to pray every single day for the president of our nation. Amen. For the awakening of a consciousness of compassion. For the awakening of the divine intelligence that I know is accessible to every single living person on this planet, is not devoid in any human being. Yes. And that I can hold that awakening is possible. I can hold that there is compassion in my heart for whatever is going on that causes this or that individual to be the way that they are, to oppress the way that they do, to fight the way that they do, to hate the way that they do. Because if I let the fear and the hatred into my heart, what have I done but create more fear and hatred? And I refuse to hate. And that is a big call, especially when the hatred is pointed at you. Right? There's an invitation. A couple thousand years ago, Jesus gave a Sermon on the Mount. What did he tell us? Pray for those who would hurt you. Love your enemy. That's a big call, folks. That is a deep spiritual practice. To pray for those who would hurt you, to love your enemy, to do good in the face of evil. That is the activity of oneness. That is the activity of being the presence of God in the world. Right? It's to learn how to be so grounded in our knowing that we are intimately and intricately connected to everyone, that there is no one that's not included in this oneness. There's no one that's not included in this love. There is no one who is outside of this field of oneness that we believe in. Which means that this invitation that's in front of us, all that's rising up in the world, is asking all of us to go deeper. To not get lost in the illusion of separation. Because I tell you, folks, it's easy to see it. It's easy to believe it. It's easy right now to find the us and the them. The those who are on our side and the those who are on that side. The those who are seeking to oppress and those who are seeking to liberate. There's clearly division. But that's what's happening in the world of effect. But there's a world of cause, and that cause is consciousness. That cause is something greater. And, Ernest Holmes talks about this idea that the laws of the universe, the principles that we're talking about, don't have any volition of their own. That the universe is not directing all of this. It's happening through us and as us. We are directing this process. We are directing evolution. We are directing consciousness. And so how do we choose to be a people who are deciding that this year, our theme is rising higher, growing deeper, which means we need to grow deeper into these practices, deeper into these principles, and also rise higher into action, rise higher into speaking out, rise higher into stepping out and marching in the world in a way that is demonstrating what fierce love and compassion looks like. Right? We read this affirmation for our nation each and every week. And I know that some of us are like, well, that doesn't feel true. But the point of the affirmation is to speak a truth into the world, to speak a vibration into existence that we believe so fiercely that it shakes away anything unlike it, and that we're going to declare this affirmation, we are going to declare this truth until we see it happening in the world. Which means we might be repeating this for a while. But that's part of the practice, is to continue to choose a focus, to choose a direction, to choose the yes that we are choosing, to choose the yes that we want to see unfolding in the world, and then give ourselves to it wholly and completely. So we have to be willing to hold a dream. We have to be willing to hold a vision of who we want to be and the world that we want to live in, and then become the activity of that each and every day. To let the choices we make, the words we speak, the actions we take, to allow the activity of our heart and the activity of our mind to be a healing force in the world. Take a deep breath and let it go. Something's calling us deeper than we've ever been before. Compassion is calling us deeper than we've ever been before. Love is calling us deeper than we've ever been before. And so let's realize that today, each one of us is being called to the more of us. Each one of us is being called to step up, to evolve, to become something new. And everything that's unfolding in our lives, in this community, in the world, all of it is inviting us to be more. And it's not lost on me that this great pattern of deep rearrange and everyone being invited to jump off a cliff in some way is happening everywhere. Right? I know that there are things going on in individuals' lives in this community that are huge and difficult to deal with. Right? We as a community, we've had to step out of our building. We're in this time of wandering. We're meeting here. We're trying to organize all the things, right? It feels like a catastrophe in some ways, but it can also be an opportunity to rearrange, to reimagine, to redesign, to recreate who we are and what we're doing. And I'm knowing that that same structural difficulty that we're dealing with in our building is very similar to what's happening in our nation, right? That things are crumbling, that old ways that have been ongoing, that have not been serving, are rising up into a place that they cannot last any longer, right? And so we're coming up against a pressure point where the change is rising up. It's shaking from the foundations of existence, and it's calling things to change. And I also just want to bring into our consciousness, I've been holding this prayer for the last few days and celebrating that there is, at least in this moment, a break in the fighting in Gaza, in the genocide, in the war, that there are peace talks emerging, that there is a ceasefire at this time, and for us to all feel that collective breath, to feel that healing is possible. 15 months of a people being destroyed has come to a pause. And so there's room for us to breathe right now and to keep holding that peace continues. To know that whatever fighting is happening in the world can come to a place of peace. And let's know that whatever division and fighting is happening in this country will also find a place of peace at some point. But we have to hold it. We have to pray for it. We have to believe it. And we praise the good when we see it. We have to praise the good when we see it, and we have to speak out against the injustices when we see it. So something's calling us, folks, a little deeper than we've ever been called before. And the circumstances of the world, what's unfolding in the days in front of us, remember, all of it's your invitation. So every day, whatever comes your way, remember that this is the opportunity to go deeper, to look for God, to ask yourself, how can I be love in the face of this hatred? How can I hold compassion? How can I stand for justice, for freedom, for inclusion, for the wholeness of the truth of who we are? It's a big call. And I like to think that we are all entering into, I like to think of this time as a crash course in transformation. You know, we've been doing the spiritual practice for many years, learning how to meditate, learning how to pray, learning the principles. Well, the spiritual test has arrived. We've been practicing for the exam, right? And so when the tough get going, when the going gets tough, the tough get grounded. We have to maintain grounded, to hold each other in community, to deepen in prayer, and then to live from that place. Because something's calling each one of us. And maybe take a moment and just go within. And Lauren, if you want to join me. I want to invite all of us to take a moment and just go within and see if you can find even one word. I appreciate as Beth sang us through that song. We looped through a number of words. Compassion's calling me. Love is calling me. Wholeness is calling me. Justice is calling me. Truth is calling me. I want to know, what is your word? What's calling you today? Is it compassion? Is it courage? Is it freedom? Is it love? Because whatever it is that's calling you and calling me, each one of us, There's something more seeking to be expressed. And so let's breathe together. And as we breathe, I remind myself and each one of us that we are indeed being breathed by something greater than ourselves. That what I know is that there is one seamless presence, one infinite being, one life force, one power, one presence that I call God. But what I know is that this one is the source of all possibility. This one is the source of all life. This one is the one who is living and breathing in, through, and as everyone and everything, everyone, everywhere, all the time, all the people, all the plants, all the animals, the entirety of the galaxy, all that exists, one life. And so I want us to hold that truth as so powerful that there is no one and no thing outside of this oneness. And that as we hold that truth, as we remember who we are, that we awaken to the truth that each one of us are unique, individualized ways, that the allness of the infinite possibility of the universe is seeking to be expressed into the world, that each one of us can be channels for truth. Each one of us can be channels for justice. Each one of us can be channels for the activity of healing. Each one of us can be channels for compassion. That each one of us is a unique way, that the more is seeking to be revealed into the world. So let us open our hearts and our minds today to the remembering that there is more inside of us that is seeking to be expressed, and it is being called forth by the conditions of the world. But we remember that everything is our invitation. So the invitation today is to step ever deeper into prayer, to step ever deeper into the love, to step ever deeper into the oneness, to be each one of us a place of conviction that the wholeness is real, that the truth will come out, that we are the place where truth gets spoken, where something new can be brought into the world. Let us become activated. Let us get lit up to become fierce and fabulous, to be a place of revealing what spiritual magnificence can truly look like as individuals and as community, as a nation, as a world. So I just give great thanks for this beloved community, for the consciousness that we are cultivating together, for the opportunities that we have to come together as a collective consciousness and hold a higher vision for our world, for our nation, for each other. Because something is calling us deeper than we've ever been before. And so let this day and the next, let every day that unfolds be our call to prayer, our call to remember who we are, and a call to declare the truth until it is revealed. And so I just surrender to the more of me, to the more of us, remembering that there is a power for good in this universe that is greater than we are, that is greater than all circumstances, and that we call upon that power to use each one of us, to come through us, to live as us, so that we may be agents of change, agents of creation, agents of possibility, knowing that there is something more seeking to be expressed through each one of us. And as each of us say yes to that, the something more in our collective begins to awaken, and we see the healing happen. So I just surrender to what is, letting go and letting God, and let it be. And so it is. So friends, let's take a breath as Beth comes up. Thank you, friends.
So good. All right, Passion and Purpose medley co-created with the help of Anthony Steinberg. And this is a Byers Lula Drucker Ensemble. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. We're gonna sing that again. You can sing along too. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Here we go. I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. You can sing, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste, I won't waste one more minute of my life. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. Give myself, go girls, permission to be all that I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. What about Anthony? I mean, what about Lauren here? He's in the house in spirit. To be all that we came to be, the more I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. That long arc of justice, that long arc that bends towards justice. We're going there.
Well, friends, this is the time in our service. Can you hear me? Susan?
Is this on?
Susan? Am I on? Hello? Oh, hello.
Showing off the toys.
This is the part in our service where we just want to say thank you. This is the opportunity to be in that giving exchange. If you have a gift to share with us this morning, this is the time to bring that out. I do want to say thank you to all of our regular sustainers, our pledgers, and our online givers. Y'all are our sustainers, and we really are here because of and for you. We pass the bags each Sunday. If you do want to think about making a regular monthly pledge, you can still always do that at any time. You can see Leah in the lobby if you want to do that or talk to her about what that looks like. But as we get to this part of our service, let's all speak this affirmation. For all that I am, for all that I have, for all that I give, for all that I receive, for everything that comes my way, and for all that I'm becoming. I'm grateful. So grateful.
You all know this song. If you want to get up and move around with this, we have movements, or you can be wherever you want to be. Here we go. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I am so grateful. I'm 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 so grateful.
And so in gratitude, let's take another deep breath in. And so I just speak a word of gratitude over this beloved community, over every gift given that allows us to be who we are and who we are becoming, for every financial gift, for the gifts of service, for the gifts of talent, for the gifts of giving, for the gifts of each one of us being here. I'm grateful because we truly are here for and because of each other. And so I speak a word of gratitude and blessing over each person who considers CSL Santa Cruz their home, each one of us who participates in this collective consciousness that we are building together. I'm grateful. And so let us just gather up this energy we've been building here together today. And if there's any one of us here or online who are seeking healing in the physical body in any way, the invitation, if you're able, is to stand up, or wherever you are, just reach up and just call in that awareness of your wholeness, that there's a divine template of perfection for each one of our bodies. And we're going to call that in right now. So take a deep breath in. Stand up or sit up a little bit taller. Lift your eyebrows, smile a little bit, look up, and feel your body expanding. And just invite the wholeness, invite the vitality, invite the health, invite the wellness into every cell of the body. And take a deep breath in. And then let's open up a little bit wider to any one of us and to all of us who are seeking healing or expansion in the areas of finances, abundance, prosperity, or needs being met. Let's open up, open all the way, arms open wide, ready and willing to receive everything that each one of us needs, knowing that the universe is ready to provide it, because we are each here to be in service to each other and to the world. So may we be sourced and supplied so that we can give from our overflow. And take another breath. And maybe bring your hands to your heart for a moment as we call in the healing of the heart for any one of us and for all of us who are seeking healing in the areas of grief, love, relationships, or forgiveness. Let's just breathe into the heart center. Remember that that heart is being beat, being lived by a power and a presence greater than we are. So let's hold those hearts and then open those hearts open wide, expanding, 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 letting the love out, letting the love in, letting the forgiveness flow. We open our hearts and let them remain open. And then if there is anyone in your heart or on your mind that you want to include in this energy we're cultivating here together today, the invitation is now just to speak those names out loud. And so I just, even as the names continue to be whispered, I just speak a word of blessing, a word of healing, a word of yes and possibility for each one of us, reminding and remembering that something is calling us a little deeper than we've ever been before. So let's open, let's listen to the call, and let's say yes. And to that, I say, and so it is.
So it is.
So thank you, my friends, for celebrating today. We've got one more song because no matter what's coming, no matter what comes our way, one thing I know is that we shall overcome.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to stand up and sing this, hold hands with somebody if that feels good to you. But whatever you do, we shall overcome. We shall overcome the limitations of our own minds and the minds of those who might be little teeny tiny. No judgment, just obvious. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall. Someday,
And so it is. Thank you, friends. Happy Sunday. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Blessed be.
I didn't. I looked in all the tubs.
He said it was in a bag with the Mac.
I looked in all the tubs where the Mac was. Ask Topher. Topher saw it.
What?
Thank you, Maggie.
Oh yeah, great to be back.
Yeah, welcome.